You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Blood and guts, everybody. And my oh my, how bloody it was. Good show from WWE. Oh shit. WWE, you hear me?
Stupid.
Oh man, I'm so used to WWE having bad shows. I'm still remembering the one good show they had.
Stupid.
Good show from AEW last night. A hell of a show, actually. Cannot wait to sit here and talk about it. Let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome everybody to What's the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. I am your host, RJD. And man, Blood and Guts was last night, and man, it was a bloody, beautiful, violent affair, and I loved every minute of it. Don DeMarco. We had blood, we had violence, we had John Moxley being John Moxley. We had a nail board. A board of nails. I shit you not. We even got that super kick thumbtack sneaker. I missed that though. But it's all good. But before we get into anything, hit the goddamn like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel What the Wrestling. As always, we will be going back to live streams. I'm mixing and matching. I'm trying to see where the groove is right now. So don't be mad at me. We are going to go back to live streams. Last week live stream was good. We're going to go back to it. It's just I'm mixing and matching right now. So give me some time. Let me find my groove. But the live streams will continue to come. So look out for those. As for me, RJD, hit the like button. Thank you for all the love and support. I love y'all. Now, let's get into the show. Let's talk about Hook, everybody. Hook and Jack Perry. So, Jungle Boy is no more. He's gone. There is no Jungle Boy. He had a pre-taped thing where he buried Jungle Boy literally, and he got in a limo. He put his glasses on, splitting image of his daddy, and then he came out to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. I love this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A lot of people didn't. I did.
Give me a hell yeah.
At first, I was like, "Wait, what?
Bruh.
Is that Beethoven?" I was like, "Wait, is that Beethoven I hear?" I think it fits. Listen, you can't sing along to Beethoven. Now, we all know Gunther has the iconic. We all know Gunther's iconic music. They should have never changed it, but it is what it is. Gunther, aka Walter, has amazing music, and it fits him because he's a big old badass throwback to the 80s and 90s. Beat your ass. Ring General. Now, this I like because it's different, and no lie, they're gonna tweak it, but it fits. I don't know why, but it just fits. As for Hook, that was his best match in AEW. Hands down. It's not even close. Hook came out there and immediately he came out there, waited. Jack tried to get the better of him, but that did not happen. They fought a little while and there was shenanigans in this match. As always, there was a shenanigan where Hook actually ref bumped Jack Perry grabbed the ref by accident and then it hit Hook with the low blow and then he pinned him but he kicked out and then the ref literally got squashed. After that, Jungle Boy whacked. He went and grabbed the freaking belt and whacked Hook over the head with it, knocked him out, covered him 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Taz was beside himself. Taz also said, "This isn't over."
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what that means. So at the end of the day, Hook, it was about time for him to lose. You can't go 139,000 and 0. Everybody got to take a loss unless you're Floyd. But even Floyd lost before. Go Google it. He's lost in the Olympics. So even though he should have won, it is what it is. But you got to find a way to tell a good story and lose. He got protected because he got whacked over the head with the belt. So he did take a loss. And now he is in a meaningful story. So now you can have him literally go after Jack Perry because Jack Perry caused him much grief and cheated to win. And Jack Perry now has a title. Who cares if it's not recognized? It is a meaningful title from Starks to him. Jack Perry is now a champion, his second title in AEW, and now he is going to go forward and make and now he's got somebody to feud with and bounce off of. Two young guys. I got something in my eye, crazy. Two young guys, very early in their careers. Can't be Jungle Boy forever. It was due for him to switch it up when he actually, years and years and years down the line, if he chooses to go back with Luchasaurus, that'll be dope if they ever reconnect again, if they so choose to do so. But now we have a story that is brewing and building, and now Hook, we get to see another side of him because now he's lost, he's going to be angry, and now we get to see him talk a little more, and I think they have handled Hook beautifully. Actually, we're going to just Don DeMarco that. They have handled Hook beautifully, and I think they will continue to. And now that Jungle Boy has this, let's see what he does with it. Let's see where he takes it. I'm looking forward to see him as Jack Perry and no longer Jungle Boy. Then we did have Britt Baker on the show. Britt Baker squashed Kayla Sparks. Sling Blade, reversal of a move, lockjaw, see you later, and you can go home.
Get the fuck out of here!
Then we had MJF and Adam Cole. They went out in Boston to a popular spot. I forget the name of it, but who cares? And they were going to eat some spicy wings. So MJF is eating spicy wings, and they're both hot as hell. It's like an episode of Wild Ones or Hot Ones. I forget what it's called, where everybody eats the wings and it's mad spicy. And the waiter comes over and brings them some cold beverage. So they're drinking the beverages, and these idiots are like, "Hey, so yeah, this is water, right?" Or something like that. And he's like, "No, this is not water. It is 100% alcohol."
Stupid.
So you fast forward and you see this guy MJF talking about, "Yeah, I picked up Big Bill last week and he was 625 pounds and he was 8 feet tall." And Adam Cole is like, "Bro, that didn't happen. Stop lying, bro."
Stop the cap.
Oh my God, the way these two bounce off each other is hilarious. So they're sitting there talking shit, and you look to the right, and then they see the waiter, and he's like, Adam Cole is like, "That waiter looks like Daniel Garcia," and then MJF is like, "No, he looks like Sammy Guevara." He's like, "There's only one thing left to do," and then they're like, "Double clothesline." So they get up, and then you see the double clothesline come in, and that poor ref, that poor waiter probably got clotheslined to holy hell.
How dare you?
Hilarious. And then afterwards, they have them backstage, and MJF is saying, "Listen, man, I got something for you." And they got matching tights. And then Adam Cole says, "Listen, man, I got something for you." And then they got matching jackets. And then next thing you know, they're like, "Oh my God, this is going to be great." They both go outside. MJF's music hits. And Adam Cole says, "Listen, man, I got one more thing for you, man. Let's go, let's go." And then Adam Cole's music hits, but it's a mashup of Adam Cole's music and MJF's music. Man, if this wasn't gold, I don't know what is. MJF is coming down with the babyface bop, and Adam Cole is like, "That's right, that's right." They hit the boom, Adam Cole, baby, and then Daniel Garcia starts it off. Now, let me stop the show. I see the comments on Twitter, and a lot of people are poo-pooing. A lot of people are mad.
Nope. Damn, son.
But listen, I tell everybody like this. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, if this was WWE, you'd be shitting all over this."
Stop it. Get some help.
No.
Nope.
And let me tell you why you're wrong. You see, WWE does shit like this comedy stuff that they did here, which I'm about to get into. They do this all the time. They do it to the point where they do it too much. They overdo it. And a lot of that shit ain't funny. Now, some of it is, I'm not gonna lie. Some. But most of it is not funny. Like, that's Vince McMahon isms, and Vince McMahon likes certain things, and he does shit like Titus falling under the damn ring and they replaying it 1,000 times. Vince McMahon was probably laughing his ass off. So, like, things like that, they do it all the time. This, we rarely see this type of stuff. And when you've got Adam Cole, MJF, Guevara, Garcia, 4 guys who can actually pull this off and make it funny and make it believable and have fun with it, it actually came across as hilarious. I love this.
Perfect.
I love this. They had a dance off. So Daniel Garcia, he does the little dance thrust he does. Cool. MJF is doing the same thing, and then Daniel Garcia does it. And MJF goes to the crowd and he says, "You want to go? You want to go? Dance off." So he goes out of the ring, hits the soundboard, some sound thing, and he's like, "Okay, let's go." Music comes on, and then next thing you know, Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara bust out a couple of dance moves. They're doing moves, all this extra crap. Then they spin, and then they have this whole thing planned out where they spin. Guevara does his little thing on the ground. Daniel Garcia dives under his legs and is like, so that was great. And then you have MJF who's doing the MJF thrusting, and then they're like, "Adam Cole, let's go." And Adam Cole is like, "Me? You want me to do it?" Next thing you know, Adam Cole is doing this, and he's thrusting, and he's Rick Rude, and he's doing the Glorious, and he's doing the Rick Rude, and he's hip tossing, he's thrusting, and everybody is just like, I'm just playing. Everybody ate this shit up. But everybody is like so disgusted. MJF cuts off the music and he's like, stop, stop. And then Adam Cole's like, what? What? And he's thrusting. The music is off and he's still thrusting. He's like a thrust machine out there. I don't know what the hell he was. I feel sorry for the air that he was thrusting. It was like sexual harassment on the air. It's crazy. But anyway, he's thrusting and then they stop it. The heels beat them up. And that's how the match starts. I love this. This was hilarious. Now, this match was built and built. We had ourselves a good wrestling match. And they killed it. And of course, MJF did a heel spot where he teased a dive and he ran. And instead of, he was like, let's go. So he does the dive and he just runs the ropes 5 times and then says, yes, I'm MJF. And then he finally actually teased it and he actually did it. So later on in the match, he does a suicide dive and they're building up to the double clothesline, but everybody gets taken out. He does a suicide dive and MJF rarely does it. Now, MJF can do a lot of things. He just chooses not to do it because he doesn't have to. He stays safe, but his matches are incredible always. So he goes out there, he does the suicide dive. He's like, the fans are going apeshit, and then they end up getting the best of Daniel Garcia. They tag in and they hit the double clothesline, and the crowd goes crazy.
Surprise, motherfucker. Perfect.
They went ape shit for this. They went crazy for this. They hit the double clothesline. They win. Everybody's going crazy. Adam Cole picks up the belt and he's like looking at it like, I want this. And here comes MJF and he's like, what are you doing? You want my belt? You want my belt? What are you doing? This is mine. I earned this. He's like, I was going to give it to you. I was going to give it to you. And he's just talking about how he was going to give it to him. And next thing you know, he goes and gives it to him. The crowd is saying, hug it out. Hug it out. And they finally end up hugging it out. And he's like, ha ha ha. And then he stares a hole through the back of him while Adam Cole is sitting there like, yeah, we won. Out comes FTR for the stare down. And this will be a match, I think, on Collision coming up soon. FTR versus Adam Cole and MJF. Now, a lot of people are saying, should FTR lose and should they continue this bromance between MJF and Cole? And I say yes. Continue this, but you can't drag it out past All In or All Out. Maybe for All In, you have a tag team belt thing, and then one person turns on the other. And then for All Out, they face each other, which is literally the next week after All In. So you can't continue this forever. The crowd is loving babyface MJF. The crowd is loving Adam Cole. But this has got an expiration date. Sorry. It's going to end, but it's fun while it lasts. I don't think they should win the tag titles. And if they do, maybe they hot potato them. Like if they win the tag titles and then they hot potato them back at All In, or, okay. That would be great. And then maybe somebody costs the other person and then they hot potato them back. But then again, if you were going to do that, why have them lose in the first place? Doesn't make sense. So I guess you just keep it as is. I'm not against them losing, FTR, but if they lose, I wouldn't be upset. I just would love to see where they go with the story from here. So we'll see what happens with that. Then you had, that's what that was. MJF, all of that, and I was talking about the wrong stuff.
Stupid.
All good. But then you have Blood and Guts. So, Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts. This was craziness. So, Claudio started with Kenny. And they started fighting off crazy. The fans got mad and they said, use this ring. Use this ring. So, first thing I liked. The thing I liked about the match is the heels came out of the back. The baby faces came down the ramp. So I like that about the match. Because there's a lot going on. I'll just talk about the big stuff that happened that I loved. That was great. So Claudio came in, Kenny came in. Then Pac came in next. After Pac, I think it was Matt Jackson. And then after, no, Nick Jackson. And then after Nick Jackson was, damn, who was after Nick? Oh, it was damn John Moxley. So after John Moxley hit the goddamn ring, he immediately starts poking people in the head with forks because he had murderous intentions.
How dare you?
John Moxley is a savage. He's a crazy man. So John Moxley comes in, stabs everybody with the fork. Then he gives forks to everybody else. Then they start stabbing people with forks. Hangman was the second one out. Then it was Matt Jackson. Then Nick Jackson. Then Kota Ibushi. And for BCC, it was Claudio, Pac, Mox, Yuta, and Takeshita came out last. So after Moxley got in there, that's when everybody started bleeding. He introduced Glass. And listen, I'm not mad at the Glass. He got double drop kicked when Nick Jackson came in. When Matt Jackson came in, he got double drop kicked through the Glass. But then he just slammed Nick Jackson onto the Glass, which was hilarious. So the Glass spots were great. All of these spots were great. Everybody went through the Glass. It was craziness. But then John Moxley brings out a goddamn nail board. And when he brought out the nail board, that's when shit got crazy. So there was a Hurricane Rana onto Claudio onto the Glass too, which was crazy. So before Coda got in there, Kenny got put. He was gonna Irish whip him into the corner where he had posted up the nail board, but he reversed it. But he ended up going face first anyway, and then he got slammed onto the nail board, and that was a lot of you sick fuck chants in this match. A lot of you sick fuck chants. Another spot that was really cool was Matt Jackson. Sorry. No, well, I keep confusing the two. Nick Jackson got put through the Glass, and then Moxley grabbed the Glass, put it on his chest, and stomped on it and stomped on his chest with the Glass. Yikes. Then Kota Ibushi comes out. And listen, let's stop the show. Stop the show. To all you people booing Kota Ibushi, you stupid.
Stupid.
And get the hell out of here.
Get the fuck out of here!
Kota Ibushi had a serious shoulder injury, which permitted him from working, probably permitted him from working out. There was fears. I feared that he might not ever wrestle again because of how bad they were saying his injury was. I believe he had surgery on it, and he couldn't even lift the bar. I remember Dave Meltzer saying, like, when he tried to bench press, he couldn't even lift the bar because his shoulder was so effed up. So, for all you people, yes, if you cannot, we are used to seeing Kota Ibushi with the huge back, with the chiseled body, looking like a savage out there. The man probably has wrestled twice since he came back to wrestling. Give the brother some time to get his body back. He probably couldn't even work out. The most he could probably do is calisthenics, and he probably couldn't even do that because he had to rehab his damn shoulder. Yes, if you stop working out like a savage, you know what's going to happen? You're going to gain some weight. So yes, Kota Ibushi might be 15 pounds heavier. He might be carrying a little bit more in the midsection. That's fine. He's still Kota Ibushi. He's still... Yes, he might have to work off some ring rust. The brother looked fine in there. So many people I see online, oh, Kota Ibushi's fat, or he's not moving good, or the brother was out for like a long time. I don't even know how long he was out. But relax. God damn, this is like his third match back. You want him to be chiseled up already? Kota Ibushi, at what he looks like right now, probably looks better than 90% of wrestling fans. So stop it.
Stop it.
Jesus.
Get some help.
He came in and Kenny was getting his hands stomped down by Moxley. Kota Ibushi was in no rush to get in the ring. I don't know what the hell was taking him so long, but he finally got in there. He kicked that. He punched one punch, knocked out everybody. He kicked Moxley dead in the chest. Claudio had a sharpshooter on later on in the match, and he just kicked Claudio like 4 times in the chest. That was crazy. So a very cool spot also in this match was Wheeler Yuta goes up to the top, and I'm like, oh man, I feel sorry for Yuta. If anybody was going off the cage, I thought it'd be him. So Matt Jackson was doing the Northern Lights suplexes, 4, 5, 6 Northern Lights in a row, and he gets to the edge, and he was going to Northern Lights Yuta off the damn top of the cage. So Yuta was like, I reversed it, hit a DDT, and Yuta was like, bruh, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he got the hell out of there, and he climbed down the cage. So while Matt Jackson is up on the top of the cage, Claudio and someone else were about to do stereo power bombs, I guess. I think it was Claudio and Pac. So what happened was Nick had thumbtacks. He put them through the cage, and they fell right behind Claudio and right in front of, Claudio and Pac. And then the two people that were in powerbomb position, back body dropped them onto the thumbtacks.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
And that was amazing. The end came where everybody's bloodied to holy hell. Pac and Claudio get into it, and Pac is like, man, you know what? I'm out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Because they couldn't coexist for some reason, and now they have a match for the Ring of Honor World title on Ring of Honor coming up soon. And then Takeshita gets pulled by Don Callis. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Because he saw everybody imploding. So they had the big knockout in the ring, and both teams come together, war game style. After that, a couple of people got beat up. Those two got into it. Pac leaves. Takeshita gets pulled. And then they handcuff Moxley. They handcuff Moxley to the rope. Wheeler Yuta gets the super kick he gets the super kick by Matt Jackson with the thumbtacks in it. So he's bloodied to holy hell, and he's just half dead. Poor Wheeler Yuta got his ass kicked. And then they used the chain to choke the life out of him. Gotcha, bitch. And that was all she wrote for poor Wheeler Yuta. And Jon Moxley tapped out for him because he was half dead.
Stop the cap.
So they had to call it quits, and the Golden Elite get the win. This was wild. It was sick. It was violent. I'm glad nobody went off the cage. There was a scary spot where Nick Jackson got thrown into the cage, and he hit he was caught between the cage and the ring apron, and there's a little space where he got caught in, and thank God he didn't hurt his knee or his ankle or something. That's a very dangerous spot. If there's no way to land on the floor and you can't land on the apron, that's a bad spot. Hopefully they give them a little bit more space, or give them less space so that they just hit it and fall on the apron. That would be much, much better. But other than that, this was wild as hell. Listen, relax on the Kota Ibushi stuff. The brother, let him get into ring shape. Give Kota Ibushi another 8 months. If we see him 8 months from now, I bet you he'll be chiseled Kota Ibushi again. He's just getting back into the swing of things. Let him take his time. Let him work his way back. We want him to be 100%. We don't care if he weighs 10 extra pounds. Who gives a shit? 10, 15, 20 pounds overweight, who cares? He's still Kota Ibushi. I'm glad to see him back. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I am out of here. Blood and Guts was amazing. As for me, I'm out. It's over. Peace. See y'all on the next one. Live stream tomorrow.